You can be in any position you want, just go to the sense of the surface holding your body. And the sensation of the breath in relation to the surface. The sensation of the breath on the places where you feel the support of Mother Earth, your breath meeting the earth. Be available to those sensations in whichever way makes sense to your body. As you stay with the sense of support of gravity and breath meeting the earth, you bring up your smiling presence. You bring the spark in your eyes, the blossoming cheeks, and the smiling lips. You lit up your smile. You bring this sense of glow to your face, like a flower blossoming, like the warmth of the sun. As you recall your body felt experience for gratitude, love, and joy. You bring in the inner smile, that blend of love, gratitude, and joy. As you keep the spark in your eyes, you glow with your cheeks, and you lift up the corner of your lips into a beautiful, serene smile, letting your whole face illuminate. As you float on the breath, as you rest on the surface, deep sense of gratitude, love, and kindness in your flesh, a warmth of life that spreads throughout the space, that embodies this beautiful body of yours. The physicality, the flesh and bone vibrating gratitude, a sense of love, the vibrancy and joy of being alive right now, right here, the bubbles of life. Spark in your eyes, blossoming cheeks, smiling lips. And with that smiling presence, you bring the smiling attention to the front of your sacrum, inside your pelvis, the area inside the pelvis, from your pubis to your sacrum to your tailbone to the insides of your hips, all this area. And at the end of your natural breath out, you just wait 2 heartbeats, very short, so you can see, sense, feel, perceive the beginning of the breath in, intend the beginning of the breath in front of your sacrum, inside of your pelvis. Do that softly. Let the attention, let the smile sink deep. Let it fall. It's nothing you push. It's like allowing smiling presence to be there in front of your sacrum, inside your pelvis, so that each time your body breathes in, it starts in that place, like something opening, like a pressure that expands the tissues of your pelvis towards your hips. And from there, in its own way, the wave will swell in different directions. Soft expansion of breath in. And on the breath out, you feel the tissues letting go, sinking, softening. So we let the breath in, the waves of breath that coming from the surroundings inside of you expand and activate your first diaphragm, your pelvic floor and pelvis. Breath doesn't need to be in any way other than what feels easy. The only important thing is the smile, the quality of your attention, and the intention that the breath in starts on that place and everything relaxes so it can expand around that, like floating on water. And on the breath out, everybody sinks there. Your organs, the bones, the tissues, whatever you experience. Letting the spark of your eyes is like your eyes, your cheeks, your lips are now inside your pelvis. And if there are resistance or unpleasant sensations, even pain, just let the breath wave move that. Let the breath bring ease. Let the breath bring release. Anything you find, that's fine. Just let it be. Smile and keep intending. Expand with the breath in. Soften, release, let go with the breath out. And at the end of the next breath out, you move the conscious, smiling presence behind your belly button. So that the next breath in starts somewhere in front of the spine and behind your belly button. It's possible now that you also feel your pelvis. That's good. And it's also possible breath goes towards your legs. Every time your breath goes out, it's like you fall, sink, ease towards somewhere behind your belly button, deep in front of your spine. It's almost like you come to a nest, a resting place. And after 2 heartbeats, 3 heartbeats, you are ready to sense that breath in, opening the swelling and expanding into a soft inhale, a little pressure that swells in that place and opens the tissues from inside out. There's expansion from inside. The air is moving the body, and the body floats on the breath. Spark in your eyes, blossoming cheeks, smiling lips. Wide awake right now behind your belly button, in front of your spine. With softness. Don't worry if the mind comes worrying whether you got the right spot. That doesn't matter. Just softly intend it, it's going to happen. Soft intention makes things happen. And at the end of the next breath out, you move on the area of your floating ribs, your diaphragm. Somewhere behind your heart and on top of your diaphragm. So that the next breath in, you intend it the same way we did before, the ribs moving sideways and back. So that there is a sort of opening and expanding that starts on the side of the floating ribs and towards the back of your heart. And from there, the wave opens in any way it wants to the rest of the body as much as it wants. And on the breath out, you soften, you let go, you sink, you become gentle, heavy, towards that point between the ribs, on top of your diaphragm, behind your heart. And just for 3 seconds, three heartbeats, sorry. 3 heartbeats, and then breath in, open stay. Intention is a soft out think and want with softness. If you are clear with your intention, your body will do it. Keeping the smile, which is gratitude, love, and joy, kindness in flesh. Letting now your true diaphragm, as they call it, or the breathing diaphragm, easily release all holdings. And at the end of the next breath out, you come to the throat diaphragm and your throat pit. The area of your throat pit, you think, you intend, you let the breath in open behind your throat pit, in between your armpits, and perhaps towards your arms, all the way to the fingertips. And on the breath out, you sink, you soften, you release towards your throat pit. That place, the area behind your collarbones, your throat pit, between your armpits, these areas. The third diaphragm, it's a plexus. On the inhale, that place opens, expands, because the air is moving the place. There is no muscle effort. It's a soft pressure of air, like a wave in the ocean. When the wave comes, you become lighter, you swell off gravity. And when the wave goes back to the ocean, you sink, you release, you come a little heavier as you come closer to the bottom, to the floor. Soft intention makes you go deeper and farther. Spark in your eyes, blossoming cheeks, smiling lips. And softly at the end of the next breath out, you bring the attention somewhere. Now let the breath go in and out as it wants as we locate that place. So at the end of the next breath, you just let it come and go for some time without doing anything with breath. And you find a place behind your eyes. You put that sensation of behind the eyes with the sensation of behind your nose, at the root of your nose, somewhere between your two ears, and somewhere towards the root of your tongue, this whole area. And when you can find more or less this area in your bottom brain, center brain, on the next breath out, you wait a little bit for the need to breathe, just 3 heartbeats. And then on the breath in, you intend and sense this place expanding, becoming bright, transparent, like the brain floating. And with the exhale, you have a sense of all the skin of your head and your brain softening, sinking a little bit, releasing in your eyes, your tongue, your jaw, your ears. Then there is a moment of quiet before the new breath in, it's born. Breath in is something that opens inside that space of your brain. That's your fourth diaphragm. Like a membrane that expands and eases with breath in, that becomes soft, relaxed, and easy with breath out. Always with bright smile like blossoming in your face. And at the end of the next breath out, you bring the attention out of your body above your head, just before your head, wherever it's easy. So that the next breath in, you intend it as a sensation of opening above your head, on that space. So breath in opens above the head, and it may feel like the space around the skin is also opening. And the breath out, you soften and sink towards that place above your head, out of the physical body, in your subtle physical body. You do that softly, no stress, soft intention. Let sensation come to you. Don't force it. And continuing with that, on the next breath ins, you spread the whole conscious smile all around the skin of the body, so that the next breath ins is the whole space around the skin of the body, swelling, becoming bright, filling up with lightness, becoming more transparent, more receptive. And on the breath out, the whole space around the skin softens, sinks, releases, while everything harmonizes and settles into well-being. At this moment, the smile is around the skin of your body. Your eyes are sparkling around the skin, softly inhabiting that space. Your cheeks and your lips are smiling in that space around the skin. And the breath in, you become bright, radiant, transparent. And on the breath out, energy circulates, reorganizes the whole system into balance, into well-being. The brightness of your smile floating on your breath. One more breath in this way, at the end of which you let go the guidance or the intention on the breath, and for some moments you let sensation move your consciousness. You stay around the skin of the body, embracing with love, with gratitude, with kindness, with a gentle sense of joy, this beautiful body of yours, knowing that right now it's harmonizing from the more subtle levels to the more dense parts of your being. Let consciousness be moved by sensation. Hold to nothing. The sensation you experienced right now, this is it. That's all there is right now. very gentle warmth of gratitude, of love, filling up the whole space, nothing else. Sensation shifting, awake into everything, holding to nothing. Gently now, reduce the feel of attention and sink inside your body, inside your skin. Inhabit the space inside the skin with your smiling gratitude, love, and joy, with a deep sense of kindness as you soak all the inside with your presence, with your gratitude. Then gently, at your own time, keep soaking the inside of your body till you have more density into your sensation. When the density of your body will become more clear to your body sense, at your own time, taking care of your well-being, you will gently resurface towards movement. But you do that at your own time. You do that following what feels right. Some of you may need movement to start, some of you may need to stay. All it's fine. And whatever it's right for you, you go with it gradually, easy. Staying with your sensation, smiling and inhabiting your beautiful body. The sensation of just being, nothing else. When you start moving, you start shifting body weights, never fighting gravity, but working with gravity, with supports, letting the breath move you. If the body wants to be touched, in some places you follow that. Sometimes your hands naturally will go to places in your body, and that is an instinctual rebalancing process that you can trust. Sometimes they may go to places where it seems nothing is out of balance, but because that touch, other places may sink into balance. If you need to yawn, you yawn. If you need to sound your breath, changing shapes, moving joints, whatever feels right and good. Feel at your own time, your own rhythm, you come to a sense of being ready to move.